Vedavyas, the literary incarnation of God. Maharshi Vedavyas, the literary incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, compiled the four Vedas, namely Atharv, Sam, Rig, and Yajur. Despite compiling such a massive masterpiece, he felt dissatisfied. He pondered over it and wondered where he had gone wrong in his extensive writing on subjects of the four Purusharthas of life. Just then, Narad Muni, his preceptor, arrived and rebuked him, saying, "People of Kal Yuga will be addicted to sense gratification and thus will not understand the purport of Vedas. You have not written anything about Lord Krishna's transcendental qualities, his name, his abode, his activities, and his devotees. Topics devoid of these five qualities are not at all pleasing to the heart of a transcendentalist. Now compile a scripture extolling Lord's transcendental qualities and pure devotion. By doing so, you will become blissful." On the advice of his spiritual master, Maharshi Vedavyas composed Srimad Bhagavatam, extolling Lord's transcendental qualities and most importantly, pure devotion, which is the fifth Purusharth, and thus felt satisfied and blissful. Once, when Shukadev Goswami, in the assembly of sages, was about to give an exposition of Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, the demigods arrived to shrewdly exchange the nectar of the discourse on Bhagavatam with the nectar of Somaras. To which Shukadev Goswami replied, "The beverage of Somaras and the exposition of Bhagavatam bears no comparison. Just like a piece of glass and a precious gemstone cannot be compared. Thus, the Bhagavatam's exposition is a rarity even to the demigods." Lord Brahma was astonished to witness Maharaj Parikshit's emancipation as a result of hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. He weighed the Bhagavatam on a spiritual scale so as to ascertain its spiritual value. He placed Srimad Bhagavatam on one side and all other scriptures like Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, and Gita Darshan Shastras on the other side of the scale. He was astonished to find that Bhagavatam outweighed all other scriptures. All the demigods witnessed this with great wonder. They came to regard this holy book as an embodiment of the Lord himself, capable of giving speedy access to the divine realm of Lord Krishna. Shukadev Goswami glorifies Bhagavatam by saying, "This glorious Bhagavatam is the ornament of the Puranas and the wealth of all the Vaishnavas. It is a spotless Puran full of bliss." The goal of this ideal Puran is spiritual enlightenment and pure devotion. Anyone who devotedly listens and carefully reads Bhagavatam is delivered from the pangs of material existence. In Srimad Bhagavat Mahatmya, in the assembly of demigods, it has been declared that a person who has taken birth in Bharatvarsh is useless if he fails to hear the stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. In the forest of Naimisharanya, 60,000 rishis, headed by Saunaka Rishi, assembled at the beginning of the age of Kali to perform sacrifices for the pleasure of Lord Krishna. They asked many questions to Suta Goswami, who spoke Bhagavatam exactly as he had heard from his guru. One such important question asked was, "Now that Lord Krishna, the master of all mystic powers, has departed to his abode, who will protect the religious principles in the age of Kali?" Suta Goswami answered, "The Bhagavad Puran has risen as brilliant as the sun just after the departure of Lord Krishna to his own abode, accompanied by religiosity and knowledge. People who have lost their vision due to the darkness of ignorance in the age of Kali shall get light from this Puran. Lord Chaitanya tells Devanand Pandit, "Go and hear Srimad Bhagavatam from a Vaishnav by taking uninterrupted shelter at his lotus feet. Only then the ocean of Bhagavatam will manifest and your scholaristic aspirations will be satiated." Lord Chaitanya personally loved hearing Bhagavatam from the mouth of his pure devotees. Bhagavatam must be heard from a person who embodies the principles of Bhagavatam. One is the Grantha Bhagavat, that is, Scripture Bhagavat, and the other is the Bhakta Bhagavat, that is, Person Bhagavat. It is said in the Puranas, "Never hear Hari Katha from a person who is not a Vaishnav or an unscrupulous preacher. Such hearing is like drinking milk touched by a snake." On one occasion, little Nimai was tested by the devotees by placing gold ornaments on one side and Srimad Bhagavatam on the other to know his inclination. Little Nimai left all the gold articles and embraced Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam personally extols the appearance of Lord Krishna as Sri Krishna Chaitanya. One of the Navyogendras explained King Nimi, "In Kali Yuga, intelligent persons perform the congregational chanting of the holy name to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who sings the names of Krishna. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. He is accompanied by his confidential servants." In Bhagavad Mahatmya, the four Kumaras instruct Narad Muni, "Hearing many scriptures and Puranas only creates confusion in one's mind. Bhagavatam is complete in all respects. Thousands of Ashwamedh and hundreds of Vajpayee sacrifices, as well as bathing in all holy places like Prayag or Pushkar, cannot be compared to the hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam." Srimad Bhagavat Puran ki Jai, Maharshi Vedavyas ki Jai.